Welcome in, Chiefs Kingdom, to Cheifs Latest, your one-stop spot for everything Kansas City Chiefs in 15 minutes or less. It is your host, Calvin Silvers. Happy Wednesday. Man, Tuesday, what a day. Super busy. We all knew that Trey Smith was going, yes, he was going to get that contract extension. Finally happened, and there's a little surprise with this one. Not necessarily how much money he's getting paid, but the way that Brett Beach set it up. We're going to dive into all the details regarding Trey Smith in this episode. But before we dive into anything, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. I'm even going to give you a few seconds to do so, starting now. All right, should be done hitting that subscribe button and turning on those notifications. I appreciate it again. Thank you for over 100 subscribers. We have daily videos here on Cheifs Latest, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the action. So go ahead, once again, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, as it not only helps me and the channel, but it's going to help you stay up to date with everything Kansas City Chiefs. Now, as I mentioned, the big news of yesterday and even today really is the Trey Smith contract extension. I know you guys sometimes love my, potential trades or free agent additions, some being absolutely crazy. Sometimes you guys love that, sometimes you guys don't. We're just going to stick with things that are happening right now with Trey Smith. He was set to play on a $23.4 million franchise tag in 2025, but he locked in a massive, and I mean massive, 4-year, $94 million extension with $70 million guaranteed on Tuesday. Now, he's coming from humble beginnings. Number 226. That's right. He was number 226 pick back in 2021, and he's become one of the NFL's premier guards. That's right, premier, starting 67 games and earning a 2024 Pro Bowl nod, proving that he's worth every penny. Now, this record-setting deal, making him the highest paid interior lineman ever, pairs him with, once again, Creed Humphrey to anchor Kansas City's line for years to come, at least a good 3 to 4 years to come. This is a huge win for Patrick Mahomes. And with no players on the franchise tag in 2025, that's the first time since 2015 around the league. Smith and T. Higgins both grabbed long-term deals, setting the stage for a stable Chiefs front. So why does this matter? When we know that Smith has been dominant on the line, number 4th ranking in interior lineman by ESPN. He's elite. He's going to fill the void left by Joe Thuney, and he's going to help solidify the right side. And he's going to be Mahomes' shield, his near-perfect pass protection. That Mahomes just loves that. It's going to keep Mahomes clean, and that's critical after the Chiefs' 17th ranked pass protection and 39 sacks allowed in 2024. Don't even get me started on the Super Bowl. If we're looking at some key stats with Smith, 67 starts, 4,000 plus regular season snaps, fewer than 10 sacks allowed, and 25,000 plus pass blocking snaps. He gets it done, and he gets it done well. A very clean player. And again, you're just going to have that dynamic duo now, Smith and Humphrey. Over 1,000 snaps, 0 sacks in 2024. This is a top-tier interior throughout the entire NFL. And not only that, you now have some depth support with this deal. This deal frees cap space. So, $94 million deal, it's a statement as Beach bet on a homegrown star, ensuring that Mahomes has the protection to chase another ring. This extension also sets the tone for the Chiefs' offense, ready to dominate, ready to hit training camp. This is going to fire them up. This is going to fire up the offensive line. Expect to see some fun things from this offense very early in training camp that's going to prepare them for a fun season ahead. But because of all this, making him the highest paid interior lineman ever, this will affect the salary cap. How does it get impacted? Well, this new deal locking in $46.75 million over the next 2 seasons. It's a big win, but the cap numbers tell a tricky story for the Chiefs. They do. For 2025, Smith's $14.25 million cap hit. It's a nice cut. It's a nice cut from his 23.4. You're on 23.4 million down to 14.25 million. That's nice, but it's still higher than the 7 million that Beach probably could have hit. That means there's going to be less wiggle room this year. Now, with a $17 million signing bonus and a $10 million base salary in 2025, plus a guaranteed $19.75 million in 2026, the Chiefs front-loaded the deal. This is where it gets kind of confusing for me. The Chiefs front-loaded the deal instead of back-loading the deal, which makes 2026 $24.25 million hit a headache. That's where this deal kind of confuses me. But still, having Smith through 2028 with a shot at free agency at 29, that's, again, the only thing that matters is keeping Mahomes' blind side safe. He cannot be taking hits. He cannot be getting happy feet. But again, the cap crunch, $20.6 million under the 2025 cap now because of this extension that they signed, $260.4 million ceiling. It's solid this year. But again, that next year's $24.25 million hit for Smith, that could limit some moves, or at least giving some players more money than they deserve. It could affect moves like the Trent McDuffie extension. Again, $17 million signing bonus, high 2025 base salary, saves $9 million this year, but push bigger cap hits to 2027 and 2028. $27.75 million each, unlike Creed Humphreys. So with only $20.6 million left, Beach might need to restructure again Patrick Mahomes or Chris Jones to chase depth in other areas. $14.25 million cap hit this year, $10 million base, $17 million signing bonus, $20.6 million team cap space this year. That's what we're looking at now. But in the next 2 to 3 years, $24.25 million cap hit. That's in 2026. So this is all future planning. Non-guaranteed 2028 salary lets Smith hit the free agency at 29 years old, while workout bonuses, $250,000 yearly, reward his durability. And it should be rewarded because there are a lot of injury-prone linemen or just even backups. So his durability deserves the money. So yes, this deal, it's big savings now, but it's going to be a bigger hit later. So yes, you keep the line elite, but you're also testing Beach's now cap magic for 2026 and beyond. So a lot of numbers I just threw at you, but it's all important as the Chiefs will try to stay hot and have one of the best rosters the next 2 to 3 seasons. It's a lot to deal with. I'm glad I'm not Brett Beach. But let's get to some reactions from this extension. Of course, Smith went to Instagram instantly, had a very heartfelt Instagram post. I mean, once you make $94 million, you're probably feeling very emotional anyways, but dedicated that post to his late mother, Dercetta, who passed in 2015. Man, that post hit Chiefs Kingdom and myself right in the feels. Now, his journey overcoming blood clots at Tennessee, grinding as a 6th-round pick, it shows why his contract is personal. Again, in 2020, he said, too, that his mother's passing crushed his world. So, a lot there. Patrick Mahomes also took to X. He dropped a smiling emoji on social media. He's hyped to keep his Pro Bowl guard. Creed Humphreys, Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney's gif on X stole the show, nodding to that ebony and ivory bond that they have. So these reactions from Smith's, giving his heartfelt to Mahomes hype, I think this proves that this deal is more than just money. It's about family. It's about loyalty. And why does this matter? Well, team chemistry. Smith and Humphreys, tag team vibe, cemented on the New Heights podcast a while ago, strengthens the O-line's unity. It's critical, too, after Joe Thuney's trade. Also, Mahomes, trust you, always good to have, shows faith in Smith's protection, vital after, again, 39 sacks in 2024. Again, this is just creating brotherhood. Everyone loves each other, especially on the line. Smith and Humphreys bond, that's going to help mentor the young linemen, and it's also going to build chemistry with newcomers like Kingsley Suamataia. You also get to help boost morale, especially to the left side, and your backups as well. His grit being praised by Mahomes and Chris Jones, I think this sets the tone for camp. So Smith's tribute to his mom, the team's reactions show that this $94 million deal, it's personal. They're locking in a leader who's fought for everything and deserves it. And with Mahomes and Humphrey hyping him up, I think he's ready to anchor the line and lead the Chiefs back to a Super Bowl. But with all good things come bad things, at least to some people. Does this extension mean that Jawaan Taylor's time is near? Well, again, you're going to have big contracts looming for Trent McDuffie, George Karlaftis. I think Jawaan Taylor's bloated $19.5 million cap hit in this season looks like a ticking time bomb. His contract, it's not worth the money. He's the NFL's most penalized lineman. He was ranked 82nd among tackles, making his near Mahomes cap hit indefensible, despite, of course, 2 Super Bowl runs. I think that's maybe what got him all this money, was just the fact that they were winning Super Bowls. Cutting Taylor in 2026 with a $7.3 million dead cap hit, it's way down from $34.7 million in 2025. So this feels like Beach's plan, especially with, Jalen Moore signed, Josh Simmons drafted. They're going to reshape the line. They already have plans to reshape this line. I don't know if Taylor is a part of it. Why does this matter? Because it's a line reset. Moore and Simmons signal Beach's forward thinking. And when you already look at camp, there's going to be a lot of battles. Simmons and Kingsley Suamata'ia's reps at Missouri Western, that's going to test the 2026 line's readiness. That's going to be critical for Mahomes to get back to his MVP form, even though he's still ranked as the top quarterback, and rightfully so. But 2025, $19.5 million cap hit for Taylor, 82nd of 144 tackles, according to PFF. Most penalties, again, along linemen. 2026 dead cap, $7.3 million if he's cut versus the $34.7 million. Again, Simmons, if you're going to look at the future now, Simmons, Suamataia, Humphrey, Smith, and Moore is probably going to be your projected line to start in 2026. Now, Moore, not so much. He's kind of injury prone, but again, can you replace Taylor's shaky right tackle play? And I think you can. Cutting Taylor frees funds for other extensions, so it's important. So Smith's deal screams long-term stability, but Taylor's cap hit and penalties scream 2026 exit, with Beach already building the line for next year. What a crazy start to the week. Congrats to Trey Smith and his contract. Well-deserved. It's what the Chiefs had to do. It's the right thing for the Chiefs to do. And let me know in the comments what you think about everything regarding Trey Smith and this contract. I want to hear it all. Again, I appreciate all the subscribers and everyone interacting in the comments. It means a lot. Go ahead, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications if you haven't already. I'm your host, Calvin Silvers. Again, daily videos here at Cheifs Latest, Monday through Friday. Don't miss any of the action. And until next time, have a good one.